Week 10 of the Simulation Football League from the Lone Star State. It is inside Houston, Texas, Mexico City and Houston, a South Division matchup coming your way on YouTube. Chris Curtis, Mike O'Neill in the broadcast booth. Should be a fun one, Mike. Two teams that both need wins. Mexico City a little more desperate for them, but Houston trying to remain valid in the playoff race.
Yeah, absolutely, Curtis. We got a really good matchup. This Mexico City team sitting at 3-5 right now. They are really underrated. I feel like this is going to be a tight one across the board. We got a lot of really good athletes out on the field tonight. I'm excited to see what this one brings for us.
Yep, should be very good, no doubt about that, as these two teams get going, and Houston bringing their second-ranked offense in general in points for in the league into this game. And Mexico City, they have the defensive counterparts on their side to try to counter that, Mike. But keys to the game for Mexico City trying to stop that Houston attack.
Oh, well, I mean, it's got to be what they've been doing good all season long. They're top 10 in points off of turnovers. You've got to force Dave Burr into making mistakes. And not only that, you've got to get the run game going with Ray Bentley and Buford Van Dam, Jacob Morrison. Get that backfield going early, because Jordan Sipe, unfortunate interception late in the game last week, right? You got to protect him. You got to keep him in a rhythm and keep him good. So the run game's got to be good for Mexico City to drive down and capitalize on every situation possible.
Aztecs going to get this returned, but it's going to be downed in the end zone instead, as that was Jeffrey Daggs who downed it in the paint. At the 20-yard lines where they're going to start, Jordan Sipe, along with Jacob Morrison, who you mentioned, with Ray Bentley and Buford Van Dam. Those are your halfback-fullback combination. And then Jason Bartley, Doug Spelling, the former Corsair, and Noe Terrazas, the wide receiving trio for the Aztecs. I formation to start things out. It's 1st and 10. Sipe, pump fake, plenty of time, throws right side. That one is, it's incomplete. They called it incomplete, could not establish possession. A great looking hit by the defender, wow. John Barnhart.
Yeah, Barnhart came in there and really laid the hit on the receiver. I mean, that was really, I'm surprised Jordan Sipe didn't get taken down in the backfield, but, really good defensive stop for Houston there to force a 2nd and long.
Bill Henry, the main tight end, and then Devontae Richardson, the other tight end for Mexico City. 2 to the left, 1 to the right for Sipe, and a 4-3 look on defense. Toss play, left side, and an immediate hit. Past the line, or back behind the line of scrimmage. And you talk about a tackle for loss. That was a pretty good one by Chris Britton III.
Yeah, no joke, Curtis. I mean, he's got 10 of them already on the season, so that's no surprise there. CB3 has been elite this season for Houston's defense.
Mexico City top 5 in 3rd down conversion percentage. They're going to try to get their first one here, 3rd and long. Dime look for Mexico City. Looking to throw it. Sipe backs it up. 7-step drop. Moves out of the pocket. In trouble. Going to have to take off through the middle. Going to try to get the yellow first down line. Wow. And he's got it with a slide as an exclamation point. What a play. The individual effort from Jordan Sipe.
Yeah, this was easy for Jordan Sipe. They recognize that they're just playing man coverage on defense, Houston is. And he knows if he's got all of his receivers going on deep routes, that gives him 10 yards of green grass in front of him that he can go and take it himself and get a first down.
Great 3rd down conversion of 12 yards on the nose. That puts him to the 31-yard line. Sipe backs it up. Left-hander throws over the middle of the field, and it's caught in between 2 headhunters at the back end of that route. That is going to be Noe Terrazas, the first catch of the game.
Yeah, Noe Terrazas running a post route, and you see right in between just the deep thirds right there, and you can see, I mean, perfect placement right there. And we've called number 26 John Barnhart's name earlier, but he gets beat on that one by Terrazas.
He does indeed. So he's got one great play and one not so great, we'll say. Needs improvement. 1st and 10.
They're mixing it up on defense, Curtis. They keep switching between 3- and 4-man fronts. You see why right there.
Yeah, that's going to be over the top and caught. 1st down and more. That one's to the tight end, Bill Henry.
Yeah, Bill Henry just finding the open spot there, matched up against the linebacker, right in zone coverage, and just finds the open spot. Really good placement by Sipe on that pass.
The 20th meeting all time between these two franchises. Houston has won 11 of the 19 previous.
Wow.
Mexico City trying to make that a little bit closer. Floats one over the top. First down and more. Gets it down there, and it's going to be a 1st and 10 for Bill Henry. Second catch on 2 separate plays.
Yeah, and I don't think we've seen a run on this pass, Curtis, or on this drive. It's interesting. I mean, they're coming out the gate. You know, look, I mean, it's one theory, right? Jordan Sipe has a tough ending to the last game, and you bring him out here and you say, we're going to trust our guy, and we're going to let him sling the rock on this first drive.
As they should. He's talented. There's no doubt about that. They've had one rush this drive, and that was a toss play to Bentley that didn't go anywhere.
He's got the most touchdowns in the league.
Yes, he does.
14.
Sipe backs it up, throws it to the outside, puts it in the flat. That's effectively a run play, and it effectively is the same result as the previous one as Bentley's taken down for a 1-yard loss.
Yeah, Denzel Maverick comes out of retirement, right? How about a play there for the defensive end? It's not often you see a defensive end getting into the flat with that kind of quickness. Really good play by Maverick.
From the 25. Trying to make third down a little more manageable at the very least. Nickel look on defense for Mexico City, or for Houston, sorry. That was Doug Spelling moving left to right across the formation. Dropping it back. Sipe backs up. Pressure coming, and a one-handed catch, but Spelling can't control it as he's caught. It's caught, but it's only for a 3-yard gain as he steps out of bounds.
Yeah, it was just a little bit of an errant throw from Sipe. You know, not the placement you would want on that. I think he's got to get that ball out a little bit quicker, right? So that Spelling can turn upfield and get that. But nonetheless, 3rd and 8 here. You know, you've been driving, putting the ball in the air. Do it again here on 3rd down.
Backs it up. Sipe has time. Thrown over the middle. That one's caught to the 9-yard line. That's 1st and goal. This has been a fantastic drive so far from Mexico City.
Yeah, you said it yourself, Curtis. Fantastic drive so far. This one was, I believe it was Terrazas again on this. Just fine in the middle. I mean, this is a really, really good play. Just fine. I mean, you can see him running the in route right there and just getting in front of number 25. That's Blake Prine, the strong safety. So they're just trying to use Terrazas, mix him up, and get him different matchups and everything. So far, it's working on this first drive.
1st and goal for Mexico City. Trying to get this punched in. Handoff. Bentley has some room towards the left side. Broken tackle. He gets taken down at the 1. 2nd and goal from there.
Yeah, Curtis, I would go back to the run on this. 2nd and goal, you're at the 1-yard line. Do the same thing again. See what you can get drawn up on defense, right? I would just trust your backs here, and it looks like they're doing that here.
Yeah, 1.5-yard line. I formation heavy set. 2nd and goal at the blocking do their job. This is a handoff. Right side, and he's in. That is a touchdown, and it's a darn good one as well for Jacob Morrison, the second halfback.
Yeah, Jacob Morrison, actually his first touchdown, I believe, on the season. So congratulations to him. But, man, this is it's been really, really impressive seeing. No, I take that back. Sorry, he's got 4 on the season. I was looking at the receiving. Regardless, nonetheless, great touchdown, great play call, great drive in general by Mexico City to get downfield. And Jordan Sipe looked impeccable on that drive. So let's see if they can keep this going.
Mexico City coming in at 3 and 5 as that one's going to be up and through for the extra point from Chaz Blackwater. But take a look at the way things are shaping up. Mexico City comes in at 3 and 5. Houston at 5 and 3. Mexico City basically needs a win to stay alive in the playoff hunt. Getting a 6 loss is almost like a death bell to them at this point. Houston trying to stay relevant in the middle third of the playoff race at 5 and 3. They need a win to keep some momentum in the South Division as well, as that one will be returned out to the 34-yard line. Now, Greg Corky's return, we get to see the Houston offense for the first time, led, of course, by number 2, Dave Burr.
Yeah, Dave Burr, I mean, he's top 10 in touchdowns on the season, right? He does have the 11 interceptions, but he is nearly just scratching outside of the top 10 for QBR with 71.3 on the season. Big thing, though, he's been sacked 15 times, Curtis, 23rd in the league.
Yeah, he's got a backup by the name of Iman Kopik. He also has the wide receiver, the halfback tandem of G.P. Wells and Josh Slapp behind him. Dan Curtis, Mike St. Green, C.J. Parrish, and Ryan Davis, your fullback and 3 wide receivers. D.R. Sim, the Hall of Famer, and Greg Corky, the other 2, with Daisy Peace and Tiberius Bovine, the tight ends. Burr is going to throw left side, flag on the play. It is caught for a first down for the moment.
Oh, wow.
Alrighty then.
An eligible receiver downfield.
You don't see that very often. That was 71. That was Connie Cook.
Yeah, and this is interesting, Curtis. You don't plan in practice for 1st and 15. That's not something you script.
No, you don't anticipate being there, but it does happen on occasion. Nickel look on defense, trying to shorten the field a little bit. To be a handoff and not very much on it. Only 1 yard gained on the 2nd down rush.
Yeah, and they're stepping a little bit closer towards that have-to-pass situation, right? 1st and 15, you don't mind running it, right? Because you're trying to trust your backs and just, get some of the yards back. But 2nd and 14, now you're looking at a long situation where, Mexico City's kind of got a tip on where you're heading with this.
2 to the left, 1 to the right for Dave Burr. He's going to back it up, and he will sling it. Time in the pocket. Now throws right side, tipped and incomplete. Mexico City's defense all over things at the point of attack. The linebacker gets up to make that play.
Gerard Brody.
That's
not
a
big
good
loss.
That is. He's one of these cornerbacks that have been very good most of the season. Liam Ryan, America Terra, the other 2, but that's going to put some more stress on those guys.
He's got 6 passes defense this season so far, so you hope to see him shake it off. Hopefully it's just a stinger. He'll be back out there soon.
That was Dexter Jackson with the pass deflection on that ball by Burr, by the way, 54, the linebacker. 3rd and long. Burr backs it up. Throws it over the middle of the field, and it's incomplete. Tried to get it between the corner and the safety. That did not work as Mexico City's defense, Max Jackson, comes up to make the hit.
Yeah, and he's been having a huge season. He's been doing exactly that all season, Curtis, so far. 72 tackles, 3rd in the league, right? 4 interceptions, 1 touchdown, 2 forced fumbles. Insane season for Max Jackson. Reason why he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, 100% agree with that. Brian Barker, the punter, on to kick this one away for Houston and give Mexico City back the football. Jeffrey Daggs back deep for the return, and he'll have it about the 34-yard line and is immediately hit there at the 36. They actually gave the return to Jacob Morrison, the halfback, on that punt. Either way, they start at the 36-yard line. Yeah,
and in Mexico City, you got to get back into this. I would kind of change it up here. If it were me, I would open up here with a run, right? I would try and keep those passing lanes for Jordan Sipe open by running the ball a little bit more on this drive.
Ball on the 36. So a strong I formation as the tight end moves. That's Bill Henry to the left of the formation now. Sipe, quick drop back, thrown, and it ends up dropped. Could not quite haul that one in, did Terrazas, and no good.
Yeah, and that's on Terrazas. If it hits you in the numbers, you got to catch that. That's unfortunate. That should have been a 1st down, but nonetheless, back at it here in 2nd and long.
Yes, this is not the longest 2nd down they've had today. See if they can get it to a 3rd and at least medium. Sipe backs it up, moves out of the pocket, throws on a bit of a screen, but ends up short on the delivery, and that is going to make a 3rd and 10 coming up.
Yeah, I love the call, though. It was a really interesting, it was like a fullback screen to Buford Van Dam, and should he have caught it there, and they executed that. That could have gone for 8 to 10 yards, and that would have been a really, really great play call. So I don't fault Dax.
Left in this first quarter of play. 3rd and 10 from their own 36-yard line. Backing it up is Sipe. Time moves out of the pocket, but he's not going to get rid of it in time, and he's going to go down. The Headhunters get home to take that opportunity away. It's Denzel Maverick with the sack.
Oh, man, Denzel Maverick comes all the way around. Watch him here on this replay. Goes all the way around, and you can see him dive at the ankles of Jordan Sipe. We saw him make that play out in the flat. We saw his agility, right, and his quickness. But, man, Denzel Maverick putting on a clinic early on at that defensive end position. You got to make sure to keep an eye on him the rest of this game.
Good work from Maverick to put this 3 and out on ice. Punt is up and gone. It's a good one. What a booming punt.
That was a boomer.
And down to the 24-yard line. That's a huge kick all the way down to Greg Corky on the other side. If you're new to the Simulation Football League, welcome. The SFL's football for everyone. Get off the sideline and start your player today by joining the Discord server at simulationfl.net. click the join the community button and begin your career or just to meet the stars of the SFL on and off the field. It's never too late to get involved. 1st and 10 for Houston. Handoff through the middle. That's a good one, and that is an 9-yard carry right through the middle, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 1.
Yeah, Josh Slapp has been killer this season so far. I love what they do here. Josh Slapp's kind of their spread back guy. You know what I mean? They're going to bring you out in 3 or 4 wide receivers and put Slapp in the backfield, and he's a little bit more elusive than GP Wells, but, man, you see it there, the damage, 2nd and 1 situation for Houston.
And Curtis directly behind Dave Burr, and GP Wells directly behind him in the eye. Three and 39 left in this first quarter already, and that's going to be through the middle for GP. He's got himself a 1st down at the 36-yard line. Houston gets their first down in a while.
Yeah, this is my favorite 1-2 back duo in the league, I honestly think, just watching them. They both have their identities and things that they do well. GP Wells is going to be the tight formation guy, and interesting to see what they do here, this empty bunch.
Bunch to the left, and they're going to move one across.
Mike St. Green.
Mike St. Green left to right.
Yep. He's got some vacancy up there.
That's a throw right towards that area of the field, and it is incomplete. Another good pass deflection is going to take that opportunity away, and that was intended for the tight end, Tiberius Bovine.
Yeah, Bovine's been pretty good this season too. Curtis, really, really good as far as touchdowns. He's got 4 on the season. It's pretty good for a tight end. I know, I'm sure Mike Daggs is, even though he's facing him, he's kind of an opponent, but he's got to be happy for him.
Hall of Famer, Tiberius Bovine. 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, and that one's incomplete. Another one that goes by the wayside. And Houston having a hard time getting a rhythm in the offensive pass game as DR Sim can't bring that one in.
Yeah, this Mexico City secondary is very underrated. They're a very physical group, and they're really, really good and as a coverage unit. So it's going to be difficult for Houston to get some things dialed up.
Liam Ryan, Maricatera, Jeffrey Daggs, Ben Charms, Max Jackson. The secondary for Mexico City, Gerard Brody, went down due to injury earlier in this quarter. Burr backs it up, throws over the middle of the field. That one is caught right between the hash marks for DR Sim, directly into his office. 1st and 10.
Yeah, DR Sim doing a good job. So you see Gerard Brody gets injured, right? And now that puts essentially DR Sim working against Liam Ryan, I believe. And man, it's tough. DR Sim is so good, and he's been so good at a consistent level. He's one of those wide receivers that it's just really, really hard to slow down once he gets going.
2 to the left, 1 to the right. This will be a toss play. Broken tackle past 1. And GP Wells gets himself 6 more yards added to the tally. This becoming a pretty nice drive. 7th play coming up.
Yeah, I like what they're doing here. They're mixing in the run a little bit more in different ways and spreading the ball around, trying to target different players. I think that's a big key to success for teams in the SFL, and Houston's doing a really good job of it so far.
19 yards rushing on 4 attempts for the Houston rushing attack. 2nd and 4 coming. That's a through-the-middle rush again. Got a yard, and not much more than that. As he's taken down, Max Jackson comes up to make the hit from the safety spot.
Guess who? Yeah, he's not just good in coverage, Curtis.
Yeah. He is all over it, no doubt. Slaps the deep back in this 3rd and 3. 4-3 look from Mexico City, trying to end this drive. Burr backs it up, 7th step, throws over the middle. It's a one-handed grab. That is right on the money for Mike St. Green. It's your Retroid. Nice hands. Catch of the game.
Oh, man, Mike St. Green working from left to right here. You see him go across the field. You see him cut in right there. It's just a slant route, right? Just a slant route that allows time to develop. And really good job by Dave Burr putting that on the money, really where only St. Green could get it. And that's a really big 1st down for the Houston Headhunters.
Put a Retroid handheld in your hands and play the only video game with your player in it. SFL 4K 23. 1st and 10 for Houston. Trying to answer. Burr backs up, throws over the middle again, and that is down to the 7-yard line. It's DR Sim's 2nd catch of the drive. It's 1st and goal.
Yeah, DR Sim, you gave him a little too much room. Mexico City gave him a little too much room off the line of scrimmage, and and really he kind of took it and ran with it, if you will.
Burr has come out as a different quarterback these last few plays. They finally found their passing attack by going over the middle of the field. The short to intermediate game wasn't working, so hey, let's go deep, and it seems to have worked out.
Yeah, it's going to be one to watch. DR Sim against Liam Ryan. That's been the key highlight matchup there.
That's a run play. Josh Slap trying to get there. He's taken down at the 2. Dragged down by a defender. He couldn't get any more forward momentum.
Jeffrey Daggs trying to go in there and clean up a mess, because I'll tell you what, Josh Slap was about one cut away from a touchdown.
Daggs was up there to clean up the mess because his dad told him to.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Okay, Dad. All right. Fine, Dad.
Oh, I
Instead of go clean your room.
Goal.
Instead of clean your room, it's go clean up the run.
Yep. There you go. To the right side. Run play didn't work that time either. Taken down at the line of scrimmage, and another big tackle. Mexico City trying to put this drive on ice, and they're doing a good job of it so far, as that one is John Osiris, the linebacker, ending this quarter on a good note for them. Man, one frame in the books. It's a 7-0 game, Mexico City, but Houston knocking on the door in the Lone Star State. Aerial coverage of today's game brought to you by Daggs Drone Works, aerial videography and photography services for real estate, marketing, events, and more. Head over to dagsdroneworks.com for more information.
Is that the H-Town?
That is H-Town.
That's a good shot there.
That's a great downtown look of Houston. We'll be in the Houston area for the SFL convention in just a few months' time.
Yeah, it's going to be a blast.
Yeah, it was last time we were there too. Very much looking forward to going back. South Shore Harbor Defense Center. 3rd and goal. Houston trying to punch this in from the 1.
This is man coverage if they pass this.
It's a run instead. Slap is going to get there. Joshua Slap, touchdown, Headhunters.
Man, Curtis, Josh Slap said, you know what? I'm not okay with this. Jeffrey Daggs tries to come in and stop my parade early on the last attempt, so just give it to me again, Houston. And they do that exactly. He breaks a tackle out there from number 54, Dexter Jackson, and makes his way into the end zone. Josh Slap putting on a clinic like he has been all season, this running back tandem. And Houston, that's exactly what you've got to do if you're the Headhunters.
Sonny Jag on to add the extra point. 12 plays, 74 yards for the Headhunters. Kick is up and good, and we are knotted up at 7 apiece. This is shaping up to be a good chapter so far in this ever-storied rivalry between the Aztecs and the Headhunters.
Man, I gotta say, Curtis, I'm not in the South Division, but it feels like the South Division, the matchups are always insane.
Yep.
Like, always insane.
They really are. There's not a single matchup in the South that's not typically entertaining when it does come on your screen. So that's a good call. Daggs back deep on the return. Actually, they gave it to Morrison again on the return. He's going to get out to the 24-yard line. Daggs must still be out there cleaning up that mess. Out to the 24 they go. 1st and 10 for Mexico City.
No, he's sweeping the stands after that. I mean, they allowed him to get in the end zone, so he's sweeping the stands now.
Daggs is a drill sergeant at home, I swear. 1st and 10. Have to ask Kelly when he's here. Offset I formation. And as a throw from Sipe, he's going to float one, and it's going to be incomplete. That hit nearly looked like it was early, but no call on it. No Terraz is the intended target.
Yeah, no call, but it was the exact same throw, exact same coverage as that we saw from the drop from No Terrazas earlier. So it seems like Houston's kind of keyed in on that play. And I'm interested to see. Also, I noticed on that play, on that 3-man front, Mexico City is sending the tight end deep down the seam, and we could see that one pop off pretty soon.
Lures into false sense of security. That's a screen play, and it's blown up in the backfield. That's not going to work. Kai Cash comes up and lays the wood. It's 3rd and 13.
Man, it's not often you see a corner come in and lay the wood on a fullback like that, but Kai Cash, just delaying a hit out there on Buford Van Dam.
That was pretty. No doubt about that. 3rd and 13 coming up. Mexico City trying to extend the drive. That's going to be over the middle, and it's
Uh-oh.
caught. First down and more out to the 43-yard line. What a grab. Terrazas makes up for lost time and gets his Aztecs a first down.
Yeah, they just put Terrazas on a post route, and you see him there working against 26, John Barnhart. Again, that's the same. It gave up that same post route earlier against Barnhart, so that should be another one you got to keep an eye on, because it seems like Terrazas might be getting the best of Barnhart early on here.
At least for the moment. See what kind of recovery he makes. He had a good pass deflect on a pass earlier towards Terrazas. So Barnhart does have a strike in the battle. This will be a handoff through the right side. Not much happening there. A couple yards, no further than that for Morrison.
Now, I love the work. We're not going to get a replay on that, Curtis, but I love the work by Alex Perez, the defensive end. He kind of did a little spin move and worked back inside to contain that run there. It was like a second effort tackle. It's really nice to see that out of defensive end.
Fullback moves from right to left, creates an offset formation. Sipe backs it up, throws on a screen route. That ball not placed very well, and that is going to be a loss of a yard, as that one does not go according to plan. Chris Britton III comes up to make the hit.
Yeah, CB3, man, is one of the best in the game. He's been doing it for a little bit, and, they try to get Bill Henry in an out route there, a quick out route. I like the idea, but Houston's all over it.
7-7 game in the second. It's 3rd and 7 for Mexico City. They have to get it into Houston territory for a first. Spread out the defensive line. Defense shows they're going to send an extra body over the middle. That one's caught, and you saw the quick release from Sipe was going to be needed. Terrazas makes the catch in front of 2 Houston defenders.
Yeah, Terrazas is doing this quick and often early on here, and you see him working. It looks like he's working on number 20. He was in between number 20, Al Ingram III, and Kai Cash, number 27, and really just finds a good spot in between the two. And, man, Jordan Sipe, early on, putting balls on the money.
1st and 10 for Mexico City. It's been a good start for Sipe in this football game. First and 10 with 2 to the right for Sipe. Plenty of time being ticked down on this as well. 5-step drop thrown on a short crossing pattern. Not much to it, but Terrazas, again, right there when he's needed. 7 for 10 Sipe is on his last 10 passes.
Yeah, he's been great. He's been really good. 10 of 14. You see the stats there, 100 yards. No picks and no touchdowns yet. But, man, the way that Mexico City's looking right now, they could definitely do something here.
Spread out the defensive line again. And that's going to be a throw
handoff
for Sipe. Big hit coming, and Sipe is taken down from behind. That's not going to work. That is Anthony Stover who comes up to make the hit.
Yeah, Stover did a good job getting around the offensive line, and they go a little play action there. Nonetheless, gets to the quarterback, brings him down. Houston, pressure's looking good right now.
It is. Houston's crowd's getting loud in the background as well. 3rd and 7. It's as loud as it's been all night in here.
It's the big man, Devontae Richardson, in the slot at the bottom of the screen. He's massive.
Throwing. No, it's tipped to the line, and it's incomplete. That is a big play by Denzel Maverick again to knock it down. 4th down, Mexico City, and I don't think they're in field goal range.
No, I think they got knocked out of it looks like. But, man, Denzel Maverick, how about the defensive end getting out here and making plays? I mean, you talk about that would have been a first down had Sipe completed that pass. But Maverick, the big man, number 97, getting his hands up and really shutting it down.
It gets up and gone. Punt end over end to about the 13-yard line. Fair catch called for and taken in by Greg Corky. That starts the Houston Headhunters at the 12-yard line. Your team stats a little bit swaying into the Mexico City direction, but the game's still tied.
Oh, yeah, that's, the team stats are just that. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's 7-7 across the board. That's how Houston's looking at it, and they're just looking to get back on track here, though they've got a long field and a long way to go, Curtis.
They do. 88 yards to pay dirt. See if they can do it. 6:17 left in this second quarter of play. Move St. Green right to left across the formation and into the slot.
Yeah, I'm still looking at that sim matchup.
That's over the middle, and you found him right there, left side of the formation. No, it's Corky. Corky took that spot this time. That's a first down and 10 either way after a 12-yard completion.
Yeah, nonetheless, it doesn't matter. He runs this arrow route right in between coverages, and you see just the open ability right there to make a grab. And Houston, that's exactly what they needed right there on first down. And now, if they wanted to, they can mix it up and run here, and Mexico City wouldn't be prepared for it.
Love the misdirection there, sending St. Green on an out route on the left side of the formation as well, freeing up that arrow. First and 10, toss play, left side for Josh Slapping. He fumbled the football, and the ball is on the ground, and it stays with the Headhunters. Man, that was close. Either way, Houston keeps possession.
Wow, that is a close call, Curtis. Josh Slapp's got to hold on to that football. Let's get another look here and see what happens. You see, it's a strip by number 44 coming in there and really doing a good job at it, too. That was Jeffrey Daggs. He's talking about cleaning up the mess. Forces a fumble there, but, man, Mexico City can't recover it.
Connie Cook had to jump on the football to keep it for Houston. Did just that. That's going to be through the middle on the run. Makes it a 3rd and 5 coming up as another big hit laid by the Mexico City linebacking crew, Dexter Jackson.
Yeah, and this is the interesting thing. Even though Houston recovers that fumble, that's a momentum takeaway from Houston, right? That's Mexico City. That's in the favor of Mexico City. So this third down could be huge from MXC.
3rd and 5. Burr backs up, moves out of the pocket. Pressure now coming deep over the middle, and it's well overthrown. He just hooked it and sent it, trying to get as much underneath that football as possible, and Tiberius Bovine couldn't get there.
Yeah, and he had time. Dave Burr had time to get there or to get the ball there, but really good job by the coverage unit in Mexico City. We've seen it so far this game, and those safeties are really, really having a game.
Yeah, they are. It's been fun to watch no matter which way you slice it, the way this game has gone. This is fair catchable at the 27-yard line, and that is where Morrison will grab it. If you're liking the game so far, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The SFL produces over 400 events a year. There's no one else that gives you more football. Don't miss a minute of SFL or SFLM action and help the channel grow through your support. Speaking of SFLM, we've got that coming up in just a little while.
Oh, that's always a fun time.
Yes, it is. New players hitting the field for the first time. That's going to be a run to the right for Ray Bentley, and he's going to get himself a first down after he gets pushed out of bounds. That's good work from Ray.
Yeah, it was great work from Ray, and it was also great work from the offensive line. I mean, you see the blocking there. Look at Buford Van Dam go up and look at that seal right there. And then right there from the wide receiver, just really sealing it off. I mean, that's about as good as it can get on an outside stretch run there, and really good running run fits there for Mexico City.
199 super chat from Zeeble saying some Matt Wilson energies coming your way, MXC. Thank you very much, Zeeble, for that. And
about to see Sipe drop a bomb.
Yeah. There you go. Here we go. This is going to be a chance. 1st and 10. Backing it up. Sipe on a quick screen. Wow. Has one. A little arrow route by Terrazas into the center area. Gets the pass in and gets it caught. 4-yard gain.
Yeah, it was interesting. It looked like it was going to the running back, but it kind of, I think Terrazas was there to clean that up and catch that and, move it 4 yards. But nonetheless, 2nd and 6 here.
3:50 left in the second quarter. Plenty of time, really, for both sides to do something if Houston can get a stop. That's a run and not a first down. 3rd and 1 for Bentley after 9 yards there. Got close to the first down marker.
Yeah, it was so close. I mean, it was almost there. Number 88, I believe it was number 88, Chris Baker, 3rd string tight end there, that just couldn't quite get the extra push to help it get a first down.
3rd and 1. I'm going to try to get it here. That's through the middle, and I think he did get enough. That is Morrison, who pushed the football just ahead of him to clean up the 3rd down and get the first.
I don't know, Curtis. It's going to be close. This one's a little close. I mean, I think that one could swing either way, but nonetheless, the refs give it to him, and hopefully that one doesn't come back for him later.
It doesn't look like Houston is going to challenge it either. They think it probably got across as well. 3 minutes left in this second quarter. Mexico City trying to make this a long drive to end the half if they can. Sipe backs it up. 7-step drop. Thrown on the left as it was a comeback route. Came all the way back to the line of scrimmage. Still got a couple yards. Bartley has it. It's 2nd and 5.
Yeah, it was a really, really good route by Jason Bartley and really good recognition from Jordan Sipe to get it into the empty space there and just dump it off. I think that's a big thing of maturity, big sign of maturity we're seeing from Sipe.
Got to use his checkdowns. It's not everything's a 50-yard pass. That's going to be through the middle. And not much happening on the run. Another good hit for the Houston linebacker as Chris Britton III comes up, makes his 3rd big play of the game.
I don't know who it was at the top of the screen just there on that play, but looked like 2 players were getting into a little tussle after the play. So things are heating up on the field this South Division.
A little extracurricular activity.
Yeah.
Not a stranger to this rivalry. That's going to be a throw from Sipe, and it's incomplete. That one nearly ended up in the breadbasket of the defender as well. And Doug Spelling was your intended target.
Man, yeah, really good job by the defensive unit shutting that down and forcing a 4th down. Now we're seeing back-to-back punts, and the big thing for this, and I think if you're looking at this as far as the momentum scale goes, Mexico City gained a little bit of momentum from that fumble, even though they didn't recover it. They forced the 4th down, got the ball back, and did nothing with it. So now, it's kind of leveled out again, and it's back in favor for Houston here. So going to be interesting to see what they dial up here. And ironically, they're starting at the exact same place as the last drive, Curtis.
They are at the 12-yard line, and that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. It's been a quick half of football, all told. 7-7 game, Houston and Mexico City locked in a South Division rivalry. Chris Curtis, Mike O'Neill, along with Jacob Clear and Top Kiefer in the broadcast booth with us in the stats truck, and that's Cameron Irvine producing the show and hitting the buttons as we have the second quarter winding down to a close. Houston looking for their last possession of this first half, and it starts with a 5-yard gain out to the left for Josh Slapp.
Yeah, I love the call. First down, just check it down to your running back and let him pick up a couple yards, and now you're in a really good ahead of the chain 2nd and 5 situation.
Split backs look. It's like Mexico City may send some extra help, and they will. Blitz coming. Rolls him out, and that is incomplete over the head of the intended target, Tiberius Bovine again. 3rd and medium coming up, and a big 3rd down for Houston's offense.
That was a really big defensive play that's not going to show up on the stat line. Merrick Itera was in man coverage there with Tiberius Bovine, and that's a really, really hard task. He did a really good job manning that one.
Houston 3 for 6 on 3rd down so far in this game. This will be their 7th attempt. Trying to extend this drive, not give the ball back to the Aztecs. Burr over the middle. That one's tipped and incomplete. It was in the hands of Greg Corky. The hit jarred it loose. That was Itera who came up and made that hit, and it's 4th down.
Man, I'll tell you what, Mike Daggs must be offering Jeffrey some extra allowance for this game because, he's cleaning up a lot on the field, Curtis.
Yeah, that's a big play, and that's going to give Mexico City back this football with some time and all 3 timeouts. And they'll win the field position battle, at least as it sits right now. It's going to go back to the midfield line a little bit further, caught at the 40, handled to the 47-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. Morrison gets taken down there, but a short field to work with for the Aztec offense. And here we go with 1:10 left in the second quarter.
Going to be interesting to see where we're at here and see what Mexico City calls, because this could be a really crucial time to go up on the Headhunters here right before the half.
1st and 10. 70 seconds left in this first half. Nickel look on defense. They'll send one extra. That's going to be to the outside. A diving catch. Doesn't go for very much, and that is going to be a timeout called by the Aztecs.
Yeah, that was just a little bit off the mark again by Sipe. He was rushed, right? That we know that Houston pressure's getting there quickly, but if he leads that a little bit more out, then that's potentially a 7-8 yard gain and getting out of bounds.
2 to the left, 1 to the right. Nickel look again on defense for Houston. They send 5. That's going to be a throw on a crossing pattern.
Down.
First down and more. It looks like just to the first down marker. Big hit there. Mexico City calls their second of 3.
Yeah, Bill Henry, really good job there. Just going on an out route and, Sipe finding him really quickly and it's got some open space too. So, the corners were playing pretty far off. So it was a really good recognition pass there by Jordan Sipe.
Aztecs would love to at least get 3 points here if they can. Throw right side, incomplete. It looked like a PI on the top of your screen there. That it was not called, and that is going to make for a 2nd and 10.
Nah, you got to let him play, Curtis. You got to let him play. That was, you're going to have a little bit of that hand checking back and forth, and, you could have called one on it, but I think it's more fun not to, and just let him play.
Let him play. Okay, fair enough. 2nd and 10. I think all of Mexico City's fans in the chat do not like the decision we just made. That's going to be the outside, trying to turn it upfield, stepping out of bounds, making it 3rd and 5 is Bill Henry. A little bit of awareness to get out to the sideline and stop the clock as they make it 3rd and regular.
Yeah, and that's what you get from a veteran, just the awareness and really, good job. I like that all of Mexico City's routes are targeting towards the sidelines, though. I think there's a lot to be said about that, Curtis.
3rd and a nickel. Speaking of nickel, it's the defense that Houston's bringing up.
Watch this defensive end here. Denzel Maverick.
Yep.
He's in 2-point stance. This could be interesting.
They're going to send the extra help to the outside. That is a turn and first down for Bill Henry again. They've used that play on a number of occasions. This drive, and it's worked.
Yeah, this could, that we saw there. Denzel Maverick just,
ooh.
Now that's PI, Curtis.
That is going to put them spot foul, and Mexico City's in business.
Okay, so you can't impede the route, right? You can get a little physical, but you can't impede the route. So Mexico City's going to get a first down. But going back to that pass there, Curtis, Denzel Maverick dropped into coverage, or not dropped into coverage. He was rushing around the outside, and it was a really good call from Jordan Sipe to just target Bill Henry right there. I mean, it was an immediate check down. He saw where the pressure was coming from and immediately attacked it, and it was brilliant. So Sipe's really got this Mexico City offense rolling here.
1st and 10 from the 22. Sipe to throw. Over the middle, one-handed grab, and it's a first down and goal from the 9-yard line.
Bill Henry again. He's crucial right now. And they're playing so far back with these corners, Curtis.
It's going to be to the outside, and not much happening on the pass to the flat for Bentley. They run no huddle, 21 seconds to go in this half. Mexico City does have 1 timeout left. Sipe looks, pressure coming, and he's going to go down to the 15-yard line. They run no huddle again. They opt not to use their last timeout just yet. 7 seconds left. 6, are they going to spike it? No, they'll run through the middle and taken down with 3 seconds, and now they should.
Wow.
Oh, they don't. They don't call the timeout, and it's going to hit zeros.
They were going for the jugular, Curtis. They were going for the jugular and got greedy. Oh, man.
Oh, man. Mexico City's sideline, I'm sure, is fuming right now, but it is zeros at the end of the first half. 7-7 game, Aztecs and Headhunters.
Yeah, you can't be that mad at this because, look, at the bottom line is you knew you would be lucky to get a score, right? It's 7-7 across that, and I understand what they were trying to do. Mexico City was trying to catch Houston off guard there, going to a little no huddle, and try and catch them with a touchdown before the half, and it just didn't work out that way. Nonetheless, there's no room for panic. It's 7-7. This ball game has been evenly matched across the entire first half. I mean, this is a physical match, as physical as you're going to get, and both of these teams have done everything pretty well. So really just come out in the second half and just do everything that you've been doing. Nonetheless, it's going to be an interesting to watch the second half.
Yeah, there's Terrazas. He's had a heck of a first half. Most of that damage in the first quarter, 78 yards on 6 catches. And now Houston, who got that stop at the end of the first half, now gets the ball to start the second half. So it's essentially a 1-for-1 switch. Now Houston can come out of the locker room with a chance to take the lead and put Mexico City in their back foot.
Yeah, they could. I mean, you definitely got to watch out for that, but you also got to watch out. Oh, you see the fractured arm, man. Whew. That means a big step up here for Liam Ryan. He's going to have to, they say next man up, Curtis. But that's going to be next man up for Liam Ryan working against DR Sim the second half. But I'll tell you what, if Mike Daggs gives half the pep talk that he gives Jeffrey Daggs to get all these cleanup plays, if he gives that to the rest of the team, this Mexico City team could be on fire.
A little bit of Mike's secret stuff in the locker room. We're going ready to go for the second half out to the 20, 25, 30. 32-yard line out to the 34. That was a Space Jam reference for those of you that were not born in the 90s. It's at the 34-yard line.
Oh, man, that is an instant classic, man. Although, we don't have any Monstars in this game, Curtis.
We don't.
That's a good thing. That's a good I think it's a good thing. I think it's good for the product.
That's fair. I'll buy that. I will buy that. 7-7 game. Houston out to start the second half. First and 10 at the 34-yard line. For those that missed it at halftime, Gerard Brody, word from the medical tent is he is out for the rest of the game due to an arm injury. To the right side. That is a nice little hesitation by Josh Slapp. Gets a couple more yards on it. 2nd and 5.
Yeah, that's why he's their spread back, Curtis. You put him in these spread formations, get him out to open space and let him just, make a quick move on the first guy. I mean, it's almost a guarantee he's going to make the first man either miss or break the tackle.
Another offset eye. This looks and smells like a run. And it will be through the middle. That's GP Wells on the carry, and he's going to get one. Not much more than that. Another hit for Dexter Jackson on the tackle.
Yeah, Dexter Jackson doing a good job saying, I can clean things up too. Not just Jeffrey back there.
Jeffrey gets all the attention from Dad. It's fine.
Yeah, there you go.
3rd and 4. Handoff, trying to get to the first down marker. 3 straight runs on the first drive of the second half, and that is not going to go well. Jeffrey Daggs cleans it up, 4th and 2, and Houston's going to punt this away.
Curtis, I look at that drive, and I'm thinking, okay, what are they trying to do here? Well, let's look. Whenever you look at the big plays that they've had, they've came off of explosive passing plays. I think they're just trying to set the run up, right? They're trying to set up Mexico City's defense, pull those safeties up for the next drive, kind of playing for the future, if you will.
That'll head up to the 24-yard line. Quick trip to SFL HQ. Cameron Irvine has an update for us.
Thank you, Chris. Louisiana holding tough. Alamo City just before the half, trying to get desperate for points, kind of like Mexico City was, but they throw a pick. Nathan Blake with the interception. Louisiana's offense struggling, but their defense hanging tough. 10-0 in the third, and a low-scoring one in Houma. Back to you.
Good-looking matchup over there as well. And this will be a handoff for Ray Bentley. He's going to get himself 7 more yards. That ACA Louisiana game, both these games in this block, very, very good matchups.
What were we saying about the South, Curtis?
Yeah, exactly. More tough games, more tough matchups. This needs to be rivalry week.
Yeah.
2nd and 3 for Mexico City. First drive of this second half. Move Terrazas out wide. He's got plenty of room to work one-on-one out there.
Yeah, with Kai Cash.
82 on 27. Speaking of 27, Morrison goes nowhere. 3rd and 3 coming up, and another hit for CB3.
Yeah, he's killer, man. He really does a good job playing the gaps and just run stopping. He's one of the best in the league. I mean, this Houston defense is exactly where they want to be right now, and we got to see what Mexico City does here.
Sipe throws. That should have been caught. Terrazas is kicking himself. That was a handmade first down, and it hits the turf harmlessly. 4th and 3.
Yeah, it is. He's kicking himself, man. That's going to be one Terrazas wants back, and bottom line is you can't drop those. We've seen a couple drops tonight from Terrazas, which, and Terrazas has already had a great game. So, I mean, It just makes you think, what could the potential have been? But man, I gotta imagine if they call that play again, Terrazas isn't going to drop that.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. They'll go back to him for sure. This will be out to the 22-yard line. What a kick! And it's returned to the 28-yard line. That'll reverse the momentum a bit as far as the field position game. What a punt by KL Barrett.
Yeah, Yeah, Kale Barrett just boomed it. Really good. We've been seeing some good punts in this game. That's always a treat. Always a treat. Now, going back to Houston, Curtis, they ran 3 straight times this last drive. Wouldn't be surprised if they aired it out on this one.
I think the first play, this play will be a run. If it doesn't go well, then the rest of the drive's throws. We'll see. Nope, they'll throw it. This will be Burr throwing over the middle. That one's caught. Crossing pattern is a good one. Make it a 7-yard gain for DR Sim, the Hall of Famer.
Yeah, DR Sim doing a really good job there. And, man, this is going to be interesting. It's going to be something that interesting to watch because, you know, they went out and they ran a couple times, 3 times in a row, and now, you know, they could get some balance going here.
4-3 look on defense. Sending some extra help at the run. It may not matter, but they do get to him in time. That is GP Wells, who took the ball, and he does not get the first down. Big time stop.
That's a huge stop for Mexico City. This is a big 3rd down here for Mexico City.
3rd down defense has left a little to be desired, but hasn't been bad all told. 3 for 8 Houston is on 3rd downs.
Surprised they haven't sneaked yet.
This should be a run based on the formation. We'll see. That's Sim moving left to right across the formation. He's got nobody up there. And off, right side, first down and more. Broken tackle, and he'll get out to the 42-yard line. GP Wells, first down and 10.
Yeah, GP Wells doing exactly what he does best there. He's been doing it for a long time, and you see why exactly they pay him so much. So really good job by Houston moving the chains. And first down, now you can kind of take a breath and reset.
Here we go. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Quads look. Burr airs it out over the middle. First down and more. That's Mike St. Green, who's got it 1st and 10 one more time as they get across the midfield logo.
Yeah, I love this call. They just put Mike St. Green on a quick little slant, and you see they're playing zone coverage. You saw that the interior defensive player in coverage taking the flat and moving all the way out there. They left nobody in the middle of the field, Curtis.
Nobody there to help cover. 5 and 45 left in this 3rd quarter of play. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Dime look on defense. Burr throws. It's a hard one, and it's a caught ball at the 27-yard line. Greg Corky, his hands likely on fire, but he has the football in his grips.
Oh, man, Greg Corky. Really, really good job there. And you see Greg Corky there working on Liam Ryan, who we're talking about. I thought it was Sim that was going to be matched up with him, but it's Greg Corky, and we see Corky taking advantage of that matchup here. And, you know, don't be surprised, though. Liam Ryan's got some fight, so we could see a little bit of a bounce back here for Mexico City.
It's a hot quarterback is Dave Burr, 7 for 10. Looking to go 8 for 11, and that's going to be through the middle. First down and goal down to Tiberius Bovine, his first catch on 3 targets.
Yeah, and it's something as simple as running the ball 3 times, Curtis, on the previous drive can really set all this up. And now, I mean, you see the space for these receivers. You see how they're getting them involved, right? They're really confusing these safeties because now the safeties don't know really what's going to happen. And the playbook's wide open for Houston here on this 1st and goal.
Plenty of time, plenty of options. From the 3. The throw. Over the middle. Tipped. Incomplete. That'll hit the end zone dirt. 2nd and goal. America Terra, the initial touch.
Oh, America Terra is built like a linebacker at the corner position. Just elite, a really physical, one of the most, if not the most physical corner in the league. And you see exactly what he's able to do there on the outside.
2nd and 10, 4 and 43 left in the 3rd. Houston trying to take their first lead of this game.
Bovine at the top, matched up with Leah Bryan.
That's a handoff. No doing. The rush goes nowhere. 3rd and goal. Here comes a big 3rd down.
Oh, man, that is a huge, huge play for the defense in Houston. Now they got to figure something out on 3rd and goal. And that was actually Daisy Peace they had outside there. They've got some big receivers.
Maurice Lloyd to come up to make the hit. Another rush. Broken tackle. Josh Slap. He is going to get in. What an effort. Touchdown, Headhunters.
Oh, man, Josh Slapp. This man needs a raise, Curtis. I mean, look at you see, there's a defensive end that comes around, tries to stop him. 91 tries to get a hand in there and tackle him. He fights through 3 different defenders, getting into the end zone, and that's exactly what you need out of your running back. That is elite for Houston.
13-7, going to be 14-7 likely after Sonny J is done to make this a 1-touchdown lead. Houston takes their first lead of the night. The favored team coming in. And they are in business now with a touchdown advantage.
Yeah, Josh Slapp has got to be fired up after that drive, after that, just really the way Houston handled that entire drive, Curtis, was really, really good. They had a lot of balance, and they didn't stray away from the run, right? They just did enough.
And that'll make it 1st and 10 as Morrison will grab that in the end zone. Mexico City now has a chance to answer and to show some good effort. Starting off week 10 with a bang. Couple of really good matchups. Alamo City at Louisiana. That game going on right now as well. And then this one as the South Division comes into full focus. First and 10 for the Aztecs. Sight backs it up. Throws short. That is caught. Getting up but stepping out of bounds is Bill Henry. As he gets up, it's a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, they've been pretty consistent going to that out route to Bill Henry. And I see it. Look, he gets you 4 yards. You stay ahead of the chains, right? There's no rush. You still got half the third quarter and all of the fourth to get things going. So, just win 5 yards at a time.
Yeah. Win the short game and the long game will open up. 4-3. Look on defense. This is going to be a handoff for Bentley. He's going to get taken down at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing. 3rd and 7 coming up.
Yeah, Chris Britton, CB3, right? That is a huge tackle because if Bentley breaks that tackle, it's nothing but green grass, right? He's gone. Chris Britton, the third, really, really saved the Houston defense on that play.
Looking to throw. Time over the middle. It's tipped and incomplete. What a pass deflection that was, as that found the linebacker Jason Peace, and he'll knock it down. 4th and 7. Mexico City will punt it away.
Yeah, Jason Peace really working it in coverage there, getting a hand up. They ran an arrow route from the inside, and Jason Peace had it locked down, and really good play from the defense of Houston. And that could be the crucial stop. This could be the turning point. If Houston ends up winning this game, they'll look back at this 3rd down.
Another booming punt that basically reverses the field entirely to the 35-yard line. What a kick. Houston's going to take over there.
Gosh, man, anytime you can say that, anytime you can have a punter, have that in your back pocket, right, to pin somebody down that far, 50, 60 yards, that's such an asset.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was needed. Essentially take the momentum away and make them start basically from scratch. Nickel look on defense, 1st and 10. Bird backs it up. Over the middle. Tipped and incomplete. That was an errant placed ball that nearly ended up in Jeffrey Dagg's hands.
Yeah, Jeffrey Daggs is really kicking himself for that one because that was in his hands. And, Mexico City would have loved to take away there. Nonetheless, really, really good pass breakup on 1st down.
2nd and long. Trying to get this one a little bit shorter. They got to get it to the 50-yard line midfield. The 45-yard line for the 1st down. Boss play, right side, slapped with an attempted spin. He's going to get spun down at the line of scrimmage as Dexter Jackson again comes up to lay the hit. 3rd and long coming.
I got to tell you, Curtis, I think Dexter Jackson's tired of us talking about Chris Britton. Say, hey, look what I can clean up.
Yeah, they're going tit for tat, essentially. It's been really, really fun to see. Quads look, defensive line moves to the left. They'll send 4. Burr over the middle, needs it, incomplete. Not going to happen. 3rd down goes awry, and it's Daggs again on the pass deflection.
That's 2. That's 2 that Mexico City's kicking himself right now because Jeffrey Daggs has had 2 in his hands and has dropped 2 in a span of 3 plays, Curtis. I mean, that is unbelievable. Huge stop for Mexico City. This really could be a big momentum changer. And now Mexico City, it's got to come down to Sipe, though. It's got to come down to this offense and this, the quarterback position. They've got to make some good throws. They've got to move the field or move the ball downfield a little bit more than 5 yards.
And this is going to be to the 28-yard line, returned there as Morrison will bring it up. These two teams pretty close to 50%, both of them on third downs. So that's not really one clear advantage over the other there. 1st and 10, though, as Houston tries to preserve the lead. Mexico City has plenty of time yet, but they would like to get closer sooner rather than later.
Yeah, if there's a chance, if there's a time that I'm taking a shot, it's right here.
This could be the time. See what they do. Sipe throws. We're over the right side. They love those short little inside routes.
Yeah.
Terrazas has run a bunch of them, but they're just not working right now.
Yeah, their spot throws was what they are, and Sipe's putting them on the money, but for whatever reason, Sipe and Terrazas are a little disconnected as far as their timing right now, and you can't seem to hang on to them.
See if he corrects that over the next few minutes. 2:37 left, third quarter of play. Looking to throw pressure coming, and that's a problem. Huge problem for Jordan Sipe. It's another big one for CB3, this one of the sack variety.
Oh, man, how do you defend the speed around the outside from Chris Britton III? I mean, look at him. He's untouched. You cannot leave a defender untouched, especially not one in the caliber of CB3. I mean, that is a huge mistake from the offensive line. They have to catch that moving forward, and that is a big, big play for Houston.
Houston has the momentum. They're in a dime look on defense, 3rd and 19. The crowd's as loud as it's been all night. Looks like they may send some extra help here.
The pass could open up if they send five or six on this blitz.
Looking to throw it. Pressure coming. Sipe deep downfield. That one is caught. It's 1st down and more past midfield to the 48-yard line. Noe Terrazas catches the fastball.
Oh, man. And look, whenever you're sending, part of the problem whenever you're sending 5 or 6, you're taking people out of coverage. You're giving Jordan Sipe an easy decision right here. It was one-on-one on the outside with Terrazas, and the safety couldn't get there in time, and really Terrazas capitalized on that one. That's making up for all those drop passes.
Here we go. Terrazas over the 100-yard mark as well. Mexico City trying to stem the tide. This is the outside, little bit of a pass to the flat for Morrison. He's got some room to work, but not too much. It's 2nd and 6 after a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, regardless, 4 yards on 1st down is still a win, right? There's no rush. It's still a win. You've exposed the deep ball now, and so now you can slow it back down. It's just about the ebb and flow of this offense.
70 seconds left in this 3rd quarter. Handoff going nowhere. Big time stop on defense on that 2nd down play, and that is a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, Garrett Evans racking up a tackle for loss there, and that was a really good play by the linebacker.
53 left. Single back, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Dime look again. Sipe backs it up. Plenty of time. He'll put it over the middle. 1st down and more. Out to the 31-yard line. Tackled there. Nice grab. Mexico City moves the chains again. It's Nevante Richardson.
Yeah, I was wondering when they were going to get the big man involved. They've been putting him outside all game. He's matched up one-on-one there with number 49. And really, really good play. That is he was matched up there with, I believe, a backup safety.
Yep.
Yeah, regardless.
John Lynch. Yep.
Yeah, and regardless, a really good matchup there. And Nevante Richardson gets a huge 1st down for Mexico City.
Mexico City's in field goal range at this point. Chance for Sipe, moving out of the pocket, throwing short back to the line of scrimmage. Even forward progress doesn't have him past the line of scrimmage, and that is a hit that will take him down from there. Not much happening.
Yeah, but a couple wins on that play. I mean, for one, you didn't take the sack, right? You got it back to the line of scrimmage because he was about to get sacked, and you made the throw, at least got back to the line of scrimmage, and really took the check down there.
And last play of the 3rd quarter. Sipe to the outside. Flat pass out to the flat for Ray Bentley. And you'll gain 4, 3rd and 6. on the other side. It has been a hotly contested game. 14-7 Houston, but Mexico City is in striking range. We'll pause for station ID. This is the SFL on YouTube, presented by APM Music. The Simulation Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited. Back inside, stormy outside, and the weather is nice and cool. 72 degrees inside the dome, 14-7 for the Headhunters at the moment. Switch
that
sides.
Same play.
Yeah,
they went to Devontae on.
3rd and 6. Dime look. Sight backs it up. Looks to air it out. Throws over the left side. It is caught. And that is a touchdown for Noe Terrazas. He's got himself the game-tying touchdown pending extra point.
Wow, Curtis. Wow, that is unbelievable. Great throw and great placement by Jordan Sipe. Noe Terrazas working one-on-one with Kai Cash there, and you can see him here just going up and getting it. Look at the high point right here. Just, I mean, beautiful ball placement. Sipe recognizes that he has inside leverage there and leads him inside away from Kai Cash, and Kai Cash can't make a play on it. That is a big throw from Jordan Sipe, who's having a stellar game.
And this is a fantastic extra point for Chaz Blackwater. Tying point on his foot. High snap, handled well. Kick is up, and we are tied.
Oh man, and this is the X's and O's that I love. This is exactly why I love the background with coaching. I mean, you talk about it. Look, I said it on, during the play. That was the same play they went to Devontae Richardson in. So what does that do? Whenever he's in the slot, right, and he's running that slant, well, it's going to pull the rest of the defense towards the middle of the field, which leaves in that situation one-on-one with Noe Terrazas and Kai Cash.
It's returnable. Not much to it past that. For GP Wells, the running back, to the 28-yard line. Houston, now who gave up the tying touchdown on defense, comes out on offense to try to return the favor.
Oh, man. And if you're Houston, just do what you've been doing the whole game, right? They've had such a good play-calling balance between utilizing both of their backs and also pretty much every receiver, I feel like, has caught a pass.
That sounds about right. He's been spreading the ball around very well. Both quarterbacks have. Noe Terrazas has the lion's share in Mexico City, but there's been others that have made plays. Throw over the middle. That's it. Intercepted. Wow. Back the other way. The Aztecs turn the ball over. Then it is Dexter Jackson who gets the biggest pick of the only interception so far this game. What a play for Mexico City.
Oh, man, not a joke, man. Dexter Jackson got mad that we talked about the Chris Britton sack, right? He went back to the field. He watched tape. He knew that they were going on that slant route, right? And he just was ready for it. He tipped it to himself. So not only does he get a pass defense, Curtis, but he gets an interception as well and sets up Mexico City on the 36 of Houston. This is detrimental for Mexico City.
This is huge momentum for the Aztecs as they try to finish off this drive. Both teams top 5 in points off of turnovers. They can try to add to the total here. That's a short route, but a decent one for 6 yards forward progress. Puts him a little bit ahead. Jordan Sipe's been good so far today. A couple of overthrows, but nothing major. And his team is very much in contention for this win.
Yeah, well, I can't talk about how great the coaching has been for Mexico City for Jordan Sipe, right? Well, I'll go back to it after this play.
Heavy set look. This feels like a run on 2nd and 4. They will throw out of it. Throw to the outside. Put plenty of room in front of Ray Bentley, but he's not going to be able to do much with it. 3rd and 3 and another big-time tackle near the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, so just doing a really good job putting Jordan Sipe, the coaching staff is, putting Jordan Sipe in a position to be successful. So what do? They run a lot of short routes with Terrazas, with Henry, right? Easy completion percentage throws. And you see the success of Sipe because of it.
3rd and 3. Four 3 look on defense. Backing it up. Sipe throws short. Got it. 1st down and more. Out to Noe Terrazas again. He's got a teenage years amount of catches right now.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Terrazas, and I think after that big catch, especially after that touchdown, right, he kind of is in the zone now, and you're seeing a little bit more of a fluid connection between Sipe and him.
Unofficially 9 catches, 150 yards, so a little bit short of that teenage marker I mentioned earlier. It's going to be a run through the middle, not much to it. 2nd and 9 coming up. Houston needs to stand up here, trying to hold this to a 3-point drive at the very most.
Oh, yeah, 3 points would be a huge win for Houston's defense right now.
From the 22, Sipe backs up, throws right side. That one should have been caught as well. It's going to hit the turf, and Terrazas, the drop monster, comes in and makes an appearance. It's 3rd and 9.
Yeah, the alter ego of Noe Terrazas, right, is the drop monster, and that's exactly what happened there. Houston was playing 12 yards off, their corners were, and that should have been a catch, Curtis.
Yeah, there's very little you can say about that. That paints it in a positive light. 3rd and 9. Dime look. Sipe throws back that way. It's tipped and hit a couple of people on the way to the ground. It is incomplete. And now that's a Houston victory on this drive alone as they hold to a 3-point try. The pass deflect goes to Blake Prine.
Yeah, Blake Prine doing a good job getting a hand in there and stopping it. Now it's a 39-yard attempt, and this isn't a gimme, Curtis.
No, it is not. No wind, though, to speak of in the dome. Kick is up. Chaz Blackwater gives the Aztecs the lead.
Wow, you can't speak enough on this, man. I mean, you go down, you get the turnover. We talked about, you and I were talking pregame, how both of these teams are as far as points off a turnover, and they're both, I believe, in the top 10 in points off a turnover.
Yeah.
5. Mexico City's 5th in the league, points off a turnover, and Houston's 3rd in the league. So that's going to be, it's always going to be a big key in the game, but really good job by Mexico City capitalizing on a mistake. And even though you're only walking away with 3, it still puts you in the lead here.
Just south of 8 minutes left in this 4th quarter of play. That'll be returnable. Now to the 25-yard line, GP Wells again on that return. Houston, after throwing the interception, Bird seems to calm down a little bit and get it together, man. There's plenty of time left in this game and only a 3-point deficit because of his defense.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no room for panic, right? It's only a 3-point game. That's it. You've had a great offense all game. Just, win a few yards at a time and stay ahead of the chains.
12 of the 19 meetings decided by 7 points or less. Don't forget as well, Mexico City, every loss but one of theirs has been one loss or one possession or less as well. So that's at least this season. So this is a team that's meant to play in close games. Talking about the Aztecs.
Yeah, no joke. I mean, Aztecs, they're as physical as any team in the SFL, and they're showing it. Merrick Itera shows it on that tackle there.
2nd and 8, just a couple on that play. 7 and 32 left in the 4th quarter. Shaping up to be a pretty good finish as of now. Handoff. Josh Slapp goes nowhere. He will gain nothing, lose nothing. And it is 3rd and long coming up here for the Headhunters.
Yeah, Skylar Kingsley on the tackle there, and that was a really, really good play from the defensive end, getting in there.
This will be the 12th attempt on 3rd down of the game for Houston. None bigger than this one right here. Got to extend this drive.
Watch for the rollout.
They've completed 5 of them so far. DR Sim moving across the formation into the slot. Burr on the rollout. Mike O'Neill called it over the middle, and it's incomplete, but there's a flag.
Oh, this is going to be pass interference.
Oh, what a time for that. It's a spot foul, and it's Jeffrey Daggs with the infraction, sets up Houston in Mexico City territory.
Yeah, that's you can't. Look, I'm an advocate for letting him play, Curtis, but you can't impede the route right there, right? And that's why I said watch for the rollout, because last time they called the rollout, they got a little physical on the back end, right? And nothing was called. And so I knew if something's going to get called, it's going to get called on the rollout, because they've got him beat, because the safeties do not have an answer for that. So if we see that quads look again, look for it.
2 to the left, 1 to the right for Burr. New life on this drive, looking to throw it over the left side. It is incomplete. a little ahead of the route that DR Sim was running, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, there had to be a little bit of a miscommunication on that one. It was a little too errant, right, for Dave Burr. Normally we see him, put some of those balls on the money. So I think a little bit of miscommunication. That's okay. 2nd and 10. Live to play another down, and we got this quads look again.
Yep. And look for the motion to come down to the bottom of the screen again if they do it. Nope, they don't. Not this time. Burr backs it up, though. Plenty of time. Throws over the middle of the field. Tipped and incomplete. I believe that went off a helmet on the way through. Dags in the area making up for the lost yards. 3rd and 10 coming up for Mexico City, or for Houston.
Yeah, and that was Liam Ryan, right? We talked about how we could see him strike back at some point because he was getting picked on a little bit. Well, we see number 24 come up big there, set up a big 3rd down and long for Houston.
Got to get it to the 40-yard line, a little bit past it for the first.
Yeah, now you got to look for this rollout here on 3rd down and long.
They will. Roll out to the right, though. Pressure coming. Throws deep right side. Incomplete. Overthrew his target. Mike St. Green was down there. 4th down for Houston.
Yeah, and it's crazy they went to Mike St. Green on that. So when they roll out, typically the opposite side, the open route on a lot of those rollouts is the post on the opposite side of the rollout, which normally goes to DR Sim. But they went to Mike St. Green there, and the safety really did a good job in coverage there and shut it down. And that's a sneaky big 3rd down stop for Mexico City.
That is to be the 11-yard line, returnable to the 16. So nice job from Morrison fighting through and getting as many as he can. So that sets up Mexico City. They could get some separation here. Their first drive in a while played with the lead on offense, and they can make this a 10-point game.
Yeah, and that would be crucial for this Mexico City team who just suffered a heartbreak of a loss this past week, and it all starts right here on 1st down.
1st and 10, draw play. Ray Bentley through the middle has some room to work, and that is going to get him 7 yards as he gets knocked down on first contact, 2nd and 3.
Yeah, and look, I don't know, I might be biased towards draw plays, but I love that call. I think it's genius after they've been airing it out as much as they have. I think it's a really designed, well-designed play.
As long as it's not overdone, I completely agree with that. That's going to be a run to the right for Morrison, and he has himself a 1st down and more to the 30. And Mexico City, they're content with bleeding some clock, but their runs are productive as well, which is a nightmare scenario for the Highlanders.
This is a really big 1st down pickup for Mexico City, and again, they're doing a good job because it's not there's no, you've got control of the game right now, so that's what Mexico City's doing. It's just running the clock out, right? Keeping control of the game and trying to limit Houston's opportunities.
Looking to throw it to the outside, back at the line of scrimmage. No further than that. Bill Henry has the catch, but they do lose a yard in the process.
They go back to these out routes with Bill Henry, and they've loved him, right? And I think, honestly, there's been a lot of them that have bailed Jordan Sipe out, but now I think you just stick to the run, where you're having success, and keep trying to milk this clock out.
Move Henry top of the screen into the slot. Sipe, quick throw that way. It's incomplete. They hit a couple of hands, and the Headhunters knock it around themselves a little bit. 3rd and 11, and they can get a stop here to end this drive.
Yeah, they had Garrett Evans over top and Jason Peace underneath. Needless to say, that route was covered, and Jordan Sipe got lucky there.
Yeah, they've been trying to go to Bill Henry in that area all night long, and this one nearly backfired and went the other way. 3rd and 11. 5:04 left. Dime look on defense. Looking to throw this deep over the middle. It's caught. What a grab. That is, wow. Clutch city for Mexico City to bring that one in. Devontae Richardson's 2nd catch.
That is what you call a hospital pass, Curtis, right?
Oof.
Look at that hit. Devontae Richardson, the big man, they stretch him out wide and they use him for what he does best, which is going up and physically getting the football, even though he's going to take a hit afterwards. And that's exactly what he did. That's a huge 1st down.
1st and 10. Unreal throw, better catch for the Aztecs. Handoff through the left side. That is going to go nicely. 2nd and 4 with 4:24 left.
Yeah, you love to see the push from Jacob Morrison. He's really doing it. He's had an excellent game. Anytime his number's been called, he's really been there.
Second and 4 for the Aztecs, trying to get this first down. That's going to be a run. They've got the first down. Morrison through the middle. And Bentley through the middle. 1st and 10 for Mexico City. APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and to find the perfect tracks for your projects, visit apmmusic.com. 1st and 10.
Man.
Aztecs in business.
This is interesting, Curtis. They keep running this 3-man front and splitting the tackles, right? They're stretching the line out, and they're leaving essentially the B gaps just wide open for running through. So Mexico City's getting a great matchup here for whatever reason. And now you could say that Houston's a little bit on their heels, right? They're trying to keep more people back in coverage because of the big explosive plays downfield that they've seen Sipe hit. Yeah. And so we got a 4-man front here, so maybe things will shape up a little bit as far as the run game. The run defense.
Like a heavy set look on defense or on offense, though. They will try to run it regardless. That's going to be through the middle, gets a couple, make it 3rd and 1, 3 minutes and a change left in this fourth quarter.
This is a really big 3rd down for Mexico City. You convert this, right, and you're really, because you ideally you don't want to give it back to them before the 2-minute warning if you are going to give it back to them.
3rd and 1.
It's that 3-man front again.
I'm going to try it. Time being ticked down here. Probably won't see a snap until the 4-second mark on the play clock. From the 7-second mark. That is a Morrison run, and he has the first down. What a fight from Morrison. Aztecs move the chains, and that is a heartbreaker for Houston.
And this is tough because if you're Houston, I was going to say, you're in a decision now. Do you challenge this? Because it looked a little short to me, Curtis, right? Nonetheless, it was a beautiful play call. They motioned Bill Henry up to the top of the screen and allow him to get the seal block, right, to push Jacob Morrison forward. But it was a really good stop by Houston's defense, and I don't think that Morrison got it.
A retroactive look at the play brought to you by Retroid is on screen now. That angle shows me he did. This is probably where we'll see it here. Got to break the plane with the ball. That looks good to me.
Oh, it's close. That is a tight one for sure. That could go either way.
Overturned.
Oh, wow.
They did bring it back, I believe. We'll see. Yes. No first down. 3rd down turns into 4th down, man. And decision time for Mexico City.
I would go for it. I mean, I would go for it. I would go for the jugular. 4th and inches, right? I would go for it. Try and milk the clock. But they're going to take it. I mean, 45-yarder, man. This is not a short field goal.
No, it is not. Chance Blackwater going for his long. Snap good. Hold good. Kick up and on the way. It is up and it is through. 6-point game. Mexico City goes up by 6 on Houston, who needs a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, that was a really, really good kick. Blackwater got a lot of it, and he had a good 10 yards in that kick. Really good job by Mexico City. Even though you didn't get the first down like you wanted, right? You still capitalize. It's still a 1-score game, though. 2 minutes and 19 seconds, right? Curtis, every single week, these offenses practice 2-minute drills, right?
Yes.
They practice 2-minute offense. Now, the biggest key is you don't want to quick strike and give the ball back to Mexico City. Right. You want to milk that entire 2 minutes, essentially, and really score within the last 20, 30 seconds of the game. And that's what Houston needs right now out of Dave Bird. They need a leader to come out on the field and drive them downfield. And it's going to be interesting to see what Houston's got dialed up for this because they rehearsed this all week long.
4 planned clock stoppages in this game. You have the 2-minute warning and then 3 timeouts for Houston. Not to mention incomplete passes and out of bounds and all that. But this is a metric ton of time for the Headhunters to move them down.
Offensive coordinators call this an eternity.
Yes. 2 to the right. One to the left for Dave Burr. Crunch time for the veteran quarterback.
These corners are playing so far off, Curtis.
Looking to throw this. This is left side. Caught. First down and more. Out to the 37-yard line. They're going to say 2nd and inches. I thought he had the first. Not going to happen on this play.
Yeah, and not only is Houston having to fight for yards, but they're having to fight for calls too.
And that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. While we're at the 2-minute warning, quick jump over to Cameron Irvine at SFL HQ.
Thank you, Curtis. It's all over in Houma, Louisiana. Brad Jones puts the finishing touches on this football game, but Louisiana avoids the shutout. They've never been shut out at home. Alamo City gets the win 26-7. Back to you.
Good stuff. Alamo City comes out and gets a much-needed win. This will be through the middle. First down and more. GP Wells going to get it out to the 50-yard line and more to the 49 in Mexico City territory.
No hurry up, right?
Nope.
Let the clock run. There's no panic. All you people watching at home, there's no panic, right? Minute 44. Take your time with this. You've got a lifetime. You're at midfield right now, right? You still got timeouts. Just keep running your offense.
Here we go. 1st and 10 for Houston. Minute 31 left in this football game. Spin move, nothing doing. Josh Slapp gets taken down near the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and you try and go back to the run there. I get it. You're trying to catch them off guard. 2nd and 10. You have to be a little bit more in pass situation here. But regardless, again, all you need is a touchdown. You still got a minute left. Right? These corners are playing so far off. We just saw them get a big gain off of this, so they could really run that same play going up top on the slant.
59 seconds left. We're under a minute. 13 seconds on the play clock. They're continuing to milk this down. Now is when they really got to start moving, I would think. That's a one-handed grab from DR Sim, the Hall of Famer. 1st and 10, and they call a timeout.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I honestly, you can't execute. You couldn't have executed that better. You get the clock inside. Not only do you get inside their 50, but you get the clock inside a minute, right? You use your timeout here wisely, and now you stop the clock, and you're in really good field position. You're on the 39-yard line or the 38.
Houston.
Again, with these corners.
They're going to move the wide receivers in the running back spot. 3 bunch right. Throws left side, caught. Got to try to break this tackle, can't do it, but does get 6 yards. They'll call their 2nd of 3.
Again, 6 yards, right? And you're just trying to get as much downfield as possible. You're not having to go. You don't have to go hurry up when you still got timeouts. Doesn't make sense, right? Just stop the clock, redesign a new play, and get back to it.
Dave Burr, 13 for 27. I feel like he's played better than that, though. Completion percentage a little bit low. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Burr backs it up, 5-step drop, throws right side. That one's caught. Greg Corky has the first down and goes out of bounds. Actually, it's Tiberius Bovine, the tight end. 89 versus 88, 1st and 10.
Yeah, it was super good call. Way to recognize that Bovine was crossing, right? And just hitting him out in the flat where nobody else was, and he had the speed. For a big man, he had the speed to get out of bounds, which is crucial. You save a timeout there, and look, before everybody goes into panic mode, you got 37 seconds left. You didn't milk a timeout there.
Yeah.
You're still just, this is being executed flawlessly right now by Houston.
And they still have the 1 timeout. That would be their last one when they do call it. Quads look on offense. Looks like zone D. Sending some extra help as well.
Just roll out.
Rolls out. Throws well over the head of the intended target. I believe he was looking for St. Green down there. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, it was Merrick Itera in coverage with St. Green, and that was a really good coverage downfield. And look, Burr's just getting a little flustered. They sent an extra defender on the blitz there and was really, really, really close to getting to him.
2nd and 10.
But it does stop the clock.
It does, yep. So that's the bonus. That's the best case scenario for them at the moment. Burr is under center. Trying to walk this off for Houston. Backs it up, looks to throw
again.
Short right side, going to get to the out of bounds one more time. Tiberius Bovine, same play as before. 7 yards, 29 seconds left.
I love it. In Houston, you can tell they scripted, right? They really put time and effort into this no-huddle offense or this 2-minute offense because really they're targeting outside. They're targeting outside the numbers. That's what you want to see as an offensive coordinator.
This feels like there's going to be a big ending to this. 3rd and 3. Someone's going to be a hero.
Jeffrey
Who's got
Daggs,
the hero?
look for him. We've seen a lot of pass breakups from Daggs.
That's right. It's the left side. It's incomplete. That was close. St. Green, the intended target. 4th and 3, and you got to go.
Yeah, that was a really, really, really good stop there by Mexico City. But remember, 4th and 3, 26 seconds left. I mean, all you need is 3 yards here, right? You've been getting 3 yards all night.
4th
This
and
is just
3.
another down.
4th and ball game. Houston trying to win this game.
Look for
Essentially
that
the bottom of the ninth. Burr throws over the middle.
Oh,
It's a first down, and they're going to call their last timeout with 21 on the clock.
Oh, wow. Mike St. Green just went up in between 2 defenders to get that, and that was unbelievable. They've been trying to hit Mike St. Green on that rollout all night long, and they finally connect with him for a huge, huge first down. Probably, debatably, the biggest moment of this game so far.
From the 7.5-yard line.
Oh, watch
Houston.
up top. Look at the space. Look at the
Tons
space.
of
in the
room
corner.
up there. It's 2v1 up top. They'll move them across
Oh.
the formation. Move St. Green into the slot, bottom of your screen. Burr backs it up again. 5-step drop, throws right side. It isn't caught. It's caught. Second
He
and
goes out of
goal
bounds. He
at
got
the
out of bounds,
1.
Curtis.
He did get out of bounds. That stops
He
the
got
clock.
out of bounds. DR Sim just dove on that, got up and jumped out of bounds to stop the clock.
17 seconds left. That is the
That
clutch
was-
play.
Oh, that was
Super
one of the
awareness.
best plays I've ever seen in my life. That was unbelievable.
2 to the left, 1 to the right. Dave Burr trying to win it. Throws, end zone, incomplete. 3rd and goal. There's Daggs.
There's Daggs. We called his name. Look, at the end of the day, this Mexico City defense has been playing. It's no time. Just hold what you've been doing. That's the 3rd drop for Jeffrey Daggs tonight. For Houston, look, I would love to see that tight end out route that we've seen Bovine on, right?
Yeah.
You got a perfect setup right here for that out route going towards the pylon. This could be a really good moment to use it.
You saw
Well,
that
he's
play
lined
Monday
up
night.
right
Monday
here.
night, Garrison Blue did that for Alamo City.
This is the formation they normally call it out of.
3rd and goal.
Or the space, again, up top. I mean, they're giving him so much space.
Burr throws, end zone, it's incomplete. 11 seconds left.
This is-
Daggs one more time.
This is going to come down to one play, Curtis. This is it. 11 seconds left, 4th and goal. All right, if you're Houston Headhunters, what do you draw up here that Mexico City isn't going to be prepared for like they've been prepared for everything else here? Everything rests on Dave Burr's shoulders right here.
There's no way they'd run this. You don't think? 4th and
No,
goal.
I think they go Bovine.
Looking to throw this. Burr backs it up, throws. Picked off. Mexico City picks it off. Max Jackson gives Mexico City the football and the win.
Max Jackson recognizing where they were going. They tried to get DR Sim on a comeback. He ran a whip route. He ran out and then ran back in, and Max Jackson was not fooled by it. Nobody else. He was manned with containing the inside of that field, and that's exactly what he did there. Max Jackson is a Hall of Famer for that reason alone.
Yes. And knees on the ground for Jordan Sipe. The Aztecs come through with the upset on the road and take down their South Division rival, the Houston Headhunters. 1 second on the clock, and that will do it. 20-14, Aztecs get their 9th win in the franchise series out of 20 tries. Wow, what a game.
That was a game. Oh man, that's one of the greatest I think I've ever watched. That was, both teams executed so well, and look, they ran their identities. They did exactly what they did. Look, Mexico City lost a heartbreaker last week because of an interception against Atlanta from Jordan Sipe, and Jordan Sipe bounced back this week and played lights out tonight. Played lights out. Houston, same thing. They played really, really good. But the bottom line is it came down and Mexico City wanted this win more.
What a game. That was one of the top games of the regular season so far, and would love to see the highlights on This Week in the SFL this coming Monday night. But what an effort by the Aztecs to come through. They keep their slim but increasing playoff hopes alive with a win against Houston. And Houston takes the brunt of that, moving to 5-4. They are in the thick of it in the bottom third of the playoff race. For Mike O'Neill, I'm Chris Curtis saying goodbye and good night from Houston. We'll see you tomorrow night at 6:30 as Charleston puts up a 4-game win streak against Fort Worth. Good night, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow.